we just keep getting better. The rich get richer. I don't understand it. I don't know how we have money in Kansas City Current. I don't know how we're able to even make signings anymore. Someone explain to me how salary cap works. I'm not smart enough. Don't really care because we just got the 2024 U.S. Young Female Player of the Year, Ally Sentnor, who is an attacker. And like Kansas City Current needed any freaking help on the attack. What are we doing? What is going on, party people? Welcome back to another episode of Currently on No Other Pod here on KCSN. I'm Daniel Kooser. Humidity's doing wild things to my hair today. Chris Wright is with me. Chris, what's going on, dude?
Wild times we live in, man. What an eventful week for us.
Dude, I don't have a list written down, but boy, do we have the list to talk about. There's some stuff that made the list. I'm excited to be here today.
Did you enjoy SummerSlam? I believe that was this weekend?
SummerSlam was cool, man. Yesterday, I know we won't talk that much about it, but because yesterday on No Other Pod, Jimmy spent a good 10 minutes talking about SummerSlam. He was very excited. He's a CM Punk guy. He's a big CM Punk guy.
You got it out of your system before us.
So. Yeah. Are you a CM Punk guy? You're not a CM Punk guy, right?
No, not particularly.
Me neither. I'm over it. I'm not even into it at all, but Jimmy's big time. Got the shirt. He's all into CM Punk. I don't know why.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, it was fun. Good times. Are you getting back into WWE? Is that what's going on?
I think I'm following it more. I have not made a huge attempt to actually sit down and watch their 8-hour long pay-per-views, 2 days worth.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, man, it seems like a lot of good writing, a lot of good storylines, and Seth Rollins, kind of had me a little swerve there at the end. So that's really cool.
It's quite the TV show. It's quite the entertainment going on.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, we got some stuff to talk about today, and I want to start it with some odds and ends. Everyone knows the big stuff. They came here to listen to us talk about the big stuff, and we're going to get there. But I got to get the little stuff out of the way. All right, we'll get to the big stuff. Little stuff. I want to recognize that Lorena is having a hell of a time down in Copa America Femenil. Is that what it's called? Copa America Femenil? I don't know.
Yep.
Anyways, she's having a hell of a time down there with Brazil, man. They won. They won the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a wild game too. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it in real time. I caught it about halfway through.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So I was able to watch it about halfway through, man. And it was wild, just back and forth, haymaker, just kind of two heavyweights, just throwing bombs at each other. It was a lot of fun I'm a neutral fan, but obviously I was going for Brazil.
Bro, there was penalty kicks, own goal, yellow cards, and a lot of
time goals, stoppage time goals. Just
went down to penalty kicks. Pretty wild. I think Marta got involved. Marta had to step up and do some wild stuff.
Played so well too, man.
But did this game go to penalties tied on 4-4?
Yeah.
It's insane. Absolutely insane. Well, it went to penalties, and I'm watching this right now. Lorena had a save that won this tournament, dude. Like, how freaking cool is that?
I mean, if there's any questions whether or not she's good at stopping PKs, she answered that in Kansas City and down there in Brazil.
Yeah, man. She didn't even really she didn't jump up and celebrate. She stayed on her knees and crossed herself and looked up to Jesus, and then all her teammates creamed her, just dogpiled on her. It was crazy.
That's so cool. Imagine being in that moment, man. You make a save and then you just get your whole team running at you. That's incredible. She belongs
to Brazil first and foremost, but she also belongs in Kansas City, and that is crazy. And we just keep getting reasons for people to dislike us, and I don't like it, dude. I like the heels in TV shows and wrestling and all that. I like a bad guy. I love a good villain, but I don't want to be the villain. You know what I mean? I want to be loved. Well, not many people are loving us, and we're gonna get to why. here in a bit. Dude, did you also see that we fully launched Kansas City Current 2?
I did. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, we're the first team to fully launch their second tier club. So
fully do it. Yeah. It's kind of been there, but hasn't really been talked about like this. And now
like unofficially official or
yeah.
Yeah.
And to get a full like press release about it is kind of cool. You know, it's just this vision that the Longs have of, you know, building the sport of women's soccer. And they're like, you know, this is just the beginning. You know, they want this true pathway from, they said from grassroots to greatness right here in Kansas City. And I think they're hoping to like bridge that youth and college category to like top tier professional soccer players. It's pretty neat, man. And I will, you know, if there's like ways to watch them play and stuff like that, I'm obviously in. I'm into it.
Yeah, and they're going to play over at that 2,000 seat stadium up there that they are just built or finalizing.
Yep.
But,
yeah, they'll be the primary tenant right there.
Yep.
2 locker rooms and good treatment facilities, all that stuff.
I mean, they're just setting the bar time and time again. It seems like every time I log on X or Twitter or whatever it is, that like they're just continuously doing more things to raise women's soccer. I mean, there's, you know, arguably nobody has done more, you know, the last like 5 years for women's soccer than the Longs. And it's absolutely incredible that they've made the decision, take the time, invest the resources to, you know, to do this. It's just incredible.
It's insane. And if they're not doing that, they're having conversations about bringing a WNBA team to KC, you know, and it's like, my goodness, color me interested on that one. That would be a lot of fun.
Must be nice to kind of, you know, be in that situation. But
yeah, 100%. You see my shirt, dude?
I did. I was going to say something, but I didn't know if you're going to do a nice little reveal.
No, it's kind of cool. Look at Play Brave. Oh. Play Brave, little HB Coos shirt there. That's pretty cool. You didn't go up there to that training, right? You said you didn't go, or the scrimmage?
No. Right. Is that what they handed out?
They handed out these shirts. Everyone got free shirts. Chip messaged me. I was in my about to go on stage for my musical, and I was like, if you're offering, please grab a large. I think he wears medium. He's like, I'm not going to get a shirt. And I was like, but could you? So
what a nice guy. Thinking of others.
Thinking of others. They came to the show on Sunday too, man. Groundhog Day. Had a great time. 3 more chances to see this damn show. We've done this show for 17 audiences, and there's 3 more chances this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be over. And a lot of people, when shows are over, they get sad. Or they get relieved. I'm not relieved, bro. I'm sad. I'm sad it's going. I've been having a blast doing the damn thing.
You're that kind of guy that always needs to, you know, what's next, right? What are you doing next?
Not true. I don't look ahead. I'm really trying to stay in the moment and perfect what I'm doing. Because I still go over my lines on my off days. And I'm constantly like, how can I do that better? How can I be this better? You know, instead of making it seem so routine all the damn time, you know, people can tell when they're like, oh, he's just, you know, it's robotic.
Going through the motions. Yeah.
Yeah. It's computer generated. So, but I enjoy it. But then when it's over, it's like, all right, you take a slight break. Then what's next? So we'll see.
Is there anything on the radar at the moment?
Probably not till a February musical, you know?
Okay.
I don't really know. A lot of improv, a lot of personal training clients I have now. So it's kind of taking up a little time. So anywho, dude, so we talked Copa Chaos is what NWSL titled that headline there.
It's a good headline.
We got some other stuff to talk about, but before we do, let's knock out our break, and we will be right back and do just that. Stay right there.
Looking for tickets for your next event? Tickets for Less is your #1 source. Save big on every purchase when you use promo code KCSN at ticketsforless.com.
Success in real estate takes more than vision. It takes the right financial partner. When someone takes something rundown and turns it into something great, that's called a comeback story, like Brain Group. They take distressed properties here in KC, completely rework them, and then turn them into valuable real estate. But that kind of work needs the right bank behind it. Enter Emprise Bank. They're not about cookie-cutter loans. They saw Brain Group's vision, backed them, and now they're making big moves in Kansas City real estate. Talk about your partner in possible. Emprise doesn't do one-size-fits-all financing. They invest in potential and back growth. Visit emprisebank.com/KC to learn more. Emprise Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Folks, nothing beats hanging out with the boys on a hot summer day and watching some baseball. And the simplest way that you all can get in on the action is to download the Pick 6 app from DraftKings. It is crazy simple. Just pick more or less on the stats for 2 or more of your favorite players, and boom, you're in the mix for big cash prizes. And the best part is, Pick 6 is available right here in Missouri. Don't miss out on the fun. Don't settle for a smaller payout. Switch to Pick 6, and right now, new customers can get $25 in bonus picks with their first deposit of $5. Here's what you got to do. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and then use code KCSN. That's code KCSN for new customers to get $25 in bonus picks with their first deposit of $5. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Bonus picks expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Dude, I can't remember. Do you like spooky season? You like scary shit?
Not really my thing.
Not your thing?
Not really my thing.
You don't like getting scared, or are you impossible to scare?
Oh, it's very possible to scare me. I just usually don't seek out those types of things.
Yeah. I need a good group of people with me. I need a big strong man with me. Like if I grab onto a buddy, I did that, man. I held my friend's hand in high school one time. I didn't care. I was like, nah, dude, this is friendship shit. You take care of me.
Is it more of like, step up and protect me, or I'm pushing you to whoever's attacking and I'm booking it?
No, I ain't gonna book it. It's one of those things like I don't have to outrun the thing. I just got to outrun you. No, I just, we're looking at a potential Orlando trip, and, they have their Halloween horror nights, and they have a lot of themed houses. And this year they've got like Terrifier. They've got Five Nights at Freddy's. They've got a WWE themed one for the Wyatts and Bray Wyatt and all that. Wow. The Fiend. Oh yeah. My God, dude. And I kind of want to go, but Marissa's like not really into it. She's like, I don't like that. I don't get enjoyment out of that. And I said, well, I can't go alone. Like, you have to carry my fresh underpants when I need a change. So we'll see how that plays out. I like being scared, though. I do like scary movies.
Okay.
Haunted houses are a different thing, though, because I'm like, what if this person just decides to just lose his mind as he's working in this haunted house? What if he's like, I know I have a fake chainsaw, but today's the day I bring a real one and hack up some bitches. I'm just saying.
It just takes one bad hire, one person that had some bad stuff happen, and a screw loose, man. And
you don't know.
You don't know.
No idea. I got people that do a little haunted project here in town, and I'm just like, can you imagine if just one of my friends just like lose it someday, and they're like, this is real butcher knife, slicing people up. I don't know, man. It's scary.
All it takes is somebody to do that somewhere within the country, and it's going to change the whole kind of atmosphere around every haunted house.
Yeah, for sure. Yet people will still go because they like to feel like they're in danger, Okay, moving on. Let me tell you one thing. We just keep getting better. The rich get richer. I don't understand it. I don't know how we have money in Kansas City Current. I don't know how we're able to even make signings anymore. Someone explain to me how salary cap works. I'm not smart enough. Don't really care, because we just got the 2024 U.S. Young Female Player of the Year, Ally Sentnor, who is an attacker. And like Kansas City Current needed any freaking help on the attack. What are we doing?
Vanessa mentioned it to me. She's like, it looks like Kansas City's going to get Ally Sentnor. And I
Just
thought it
casual?
was,
She just casually
Well,
said it?
no, she said it when I walked out into the room and she said it, and I thought she was kind of like either joking or like misreading it, right? Like,
Yeah.
Rumor, maybe their interest, just something
Sure.
like that. And then after about 2 minutes of actual kind of research and digging, I'm like, holy shit, this is actually happening. This is no joke. And then I got a little panicked, excited, but also a little panicked. So I'm like, what are we giving up? Right? Like we just talked a little bit about the contract situation last week. I'm like, are we giving up Mace, who's, out of contract next year? Bia, who's out of contract. Like I was worried, what are we going to give up? Because I don't want to ruin, a good thing, what we have.
Oh yeah.
So we were texting.
You broke it to me.
Yeah.
I pull it up right now. It's Friday afternoon. I get a text that says, "Holy shit, Ally Sentnor to KC." And I think I already knew about it somehow. I want to say Chip told me, maybe. I don't know. And you were like, "I'm scared to see what we gave up," and it took a while for news to break on what we were parting with here. But this isn't this the highest NWSL intra-league transfer price?
Yeah, it's
at
like
like
what,
600,000.
And it's going to be spread across 3 years, which I didn't know you could do that. So that's another wrinkle to the whole. I mean, you can do that in the NFL, right? You can spread out money across years, but I didn't know you could do that in the NWSL, which is another additional wrinkle. But we can't see like cap numbers, for individual players. So there's really no way to know. But man, they are playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers.
Well, and it's interesting because people are thinking like, okay, also congrats to Vanessa DiBernardo, who's pregnant and is going to be on the season-ending injury list, maternity leave, if you will. But people are like, so this is a replacement for Vanessa DiBernardo. And it's not really a like-for-like trade. I mean, they're two different players, two different positions. So that's interesting to me. It doesn't fill that slot,
Well, she usually has more of an attacking, presence. And then obviously when you have Bia, Cooper, and Chwinga, you don't mess with that. Like that thing is a goal.
I know. So you think they're going to throw her in the midfield?
I think they're going to be creative to get her in there. Maybe they're going to have split time a little more, to try and spread out some minutes across the second half of the season, especially with our 10-point lead. Maybe they'll try and spread that out, but I think Vlatko's going to find a way to get them all in the field. But since, but also you got Hutton, Lowe, and Dabinia in the midfield too. Like,
I know she's from she was playing for Utah,
right? Drafted first overall
in the last iteration of the draft before they squashed the draft and they no longer do that. So that was last year, but it's only been in Utah for a year and a half, but really was helping the youth national team a lot. And then I think broke into the senior team last year. I think scored her first goal this year, if I'm correct. I'm not reading anything right now, but I did. I was looking stuff up the other day. So she's an exciting player, and when you get someone that,
super dangerous, very creative, like
21 years old,
21. And what's kind of interesting to me is every time we, trade for a player, when you take a look at like Sharples, oh gosh, I'm blanking on another one. Cook, we signed them to an extension. We extended their contract with Kansas City. So she has a year and a half left, I believe, through 2026. So I hope that we work to extend her. I imagine we will. I don't think we'd give up all this to not keep her, obviously, but it gives us options for next year too.
Do you know what she has in common with Izzy Rodriguez? Probably not. You're never going to guess it. They both scored for USA in their debut.
Oh,
how cool is that?
That's super cool. I was thinking college, like they play the same university, but
nope. Very exciting stuff, man. She this is exciting, dude. She grew up in Massachusetts, best friends with Claire Hutton, by the way, and I was all over this, dude, because Claire surprised Allie at the airport with a sign that said "Welcome home, bestie," with all sorts of KC Current, crest on the sign that someone made. Maybe she made it. I don't know. And it was adorable. It was like two friends who hadn't seen each other in a while.
It was wholesome. It was wholesome, is what it was.
It was wholesome, and they were so pumped to see each other, man. They're both rising stars. They're both young, lot of years ahead of them, and they're superstars, both on the USA team now. So there's that. It's they were like, oh, you're bestie. Oh my gosh, they young girl stuff. Very exciting. And
I'm back there with them. I'm like, hey, BFFs, I'll jump in the team hug. I'm excited.
It's the wholesome content I'm here for. I don't even care. I was like, yeah.
I wanted to jump in too. Like, I don't know. I'll be a teenage girl there for a moment. Why not?
And at what point, how soon is too soon to reach out to have Ally on this pod? Because we still haven't even had Claire on. Still wanting to talk to Claire about this freaking career she's having at this young age,
Both of them have a rocket ship straight to the moon.
Yeah. Oh, they're strapped. They're pushing them, into the main event scene.
Yeah. You're looking at the next, 10 plus years of a women's national team right in front of our eyes.
It's insane.
And one more thing.
Richer. We just keep getting better. I hate to be these villains, man.
Well, I think Kansas City, prior to the Chiefs doing well, we had that humble Midwest kind of just vibe to us because
we play sports.
KU does well, like they win a national championship about every 8 years, and then you have the Royals who,
Sporting had MLS Cup once, twice,
yeah, and then the Chiefs started winning Super Bowls, and then the current did this, and then now we're hated, and I think you got to embrace it. But one thing going back to the Sentnor contract is that gives us options, because not only does she help us this year, but we don't have to have pressure to re-sign Bia. I'm not saying I don't want to, but just looking ahead, you could have Sentnor, Cooper, and Chwinga all under contract.
I hadn't thought about this, dude. I hadn't thought about that it's a potential replacement for Bia.
And I don't know if that's their thought process, but
true.
Sentnor it was reported that Sentnor requested the trade, which I don't blame her, because Utah is an absolute shit show.
And she'd only scored like once this year. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, she's been dangerous, but their team has just been bad.
Probably had no service, no one to work with. And if you're a good striker, you're only as good as the people around you. You can't just create things through 10 defenders,
Well, I mean, she's their main threat. What do you do to your main threat? You just blanket them. You just suffocate them. And that's what they did with her, game in and game out. And this will allow, I have all the confidence in the world Vlatko is going to put her and the rest of the team in the, the right position to succeed.
I'm looking at this picture right now. She's holding this jersey. Those biceps. Sweet Jesus. Girl's got some arms. Okay. She doesn't skip the gym. That's for sure.
It still feels kind of unreal. It feels like somebody photoshopped it. You know how you have like, college recruits will come to your school or to the college and they'll like be photoshopped in their jersey or, whatever pro, potential trade. Kind of feels like it's still unreal to me. Like it still hasn't happened.
It's a little weird. Vlatko, I love this video. Vlatko, like coming down the hallway, the longest of hallways. And he's just, hey, and it comes and throws a hug on her and stuff. It's just, he is Papa. He's soccer daddy. And I'm in. I would love a Vlatko hug. I wouldn't turn that down. It looks so great.
I mean, we saw him at the airport when the current was in the national championship. Should have taken your opportunity then. We did. Remember when we were flying back from DC? He was on the plane.
I didn't fly with you, did I?
Yeah, you kicked out Mayor Lucas.
Oh my God, that was such a long weekend. We flew back together?
Yeah. The same, yeah. There was like an empty seat and
crazy.
Tried to sit there and you're like, this is saved, buddy. And then Mayor Lucas had to sit somewhere else.
Yes, okay. It's coming back now. Good memory. I don't remember seeing Vlatko though.
Yeah, he was there.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't coach the team at the time, obviously.
I did turn away the mayor, though. I was like, hey,
he did.
I'm from Topeka. You're not my mayor. No. I forgot all about that. And I should have said this one's taken, but that one's not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I was doing.
It worked out for me. It worked out for me personally, so That's
because I was saving
You're
yours
saving
and
for me.
Marissa's seats, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Mary Luke is trying to steal your seat, bro. And you're from Lawrence. You got no credit with
Full-blooded.
that.
Full-blooded.
Dang.
Full-blooded mare.
Holy shit.
Mm.
This is just awesome because I've been told I don't really dabble on Reddit, but I do know people who do, and they keep me informed. And there is just chatter going on, like so everyone wants KC to fail, right? And so many people are like, Orlando fan here, yup. Utah fan here, absolutely. Like they are just they're not with us. They don't care.
They are wondering a little bit like we are, how can we get all these players under the books for this year?
What are the rules? This is me. I don't see anything. I'm just covering my eyes. I don't know what we're doing.
I hope that next year they don't like retroactively go back and be like, well, you guys were a little over the cap, so we're gonna,
Oh shit, that could happen. But this is like, okay, I want to win now, man. I want to win everything this year because it won't happen forever. I do think we are set up for a couple good years of success here, a few good years, right? Like we've got a good core group of people. And we can take it to the high slopes, man. We can really get to the peak,
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if the expectation was not clear before, it certainly is now. I know we're going to touch on it, but 10 points ahead, and then bringing in Sentnor. Of course, I don't want to downplay losing DiBernardo either. I think that's certainly, kind of getting lost in everything.
It sucks, dude. That whole announcement, I was just like, I think my first thought was like, God dang it. And I was like, I mean, yay, congrats.
Selfishly, I was like, why did you choose now? But
you know, it's tough. You're like, no, one of my favorite players is like leaving the field, but you're like, congrats and all that.
Yeah, and she brings so much to the, veteran leadership. Just her IQ is through the roof. But we're pretty deep at midfield, assuming we're healthy. So it's not something that we are not prepared for. And that was even prior to Ally coming to Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but you know what the most exciting thing is about like a player leaving for maternity leave is the comeback, is to like see how hard they work to get their core back in shape or whatever, get their body going to, working out during your pregnancy and stuff, staying in good shape. The comeback is great, dude. Because you see someone who had a kid and they come back and they still play lights out. It's like, it's admirable as hell.
Not only that, but this is me being a guy. I'm going to say this, but this is me being a guy here. And I was like, how long, like, could you still play a little bit? Like, I didn't know that, like,
Oh, yeah.
Is it a month when she's going to be out? Is it now? Like, I don't know.
I knew immediately because Jimmy messaged me and he said, excuse my ignorance, but like, is she out like now? And I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's how that works.
But in my head, I'm like, trying to put the math together and like,
sure.
Of course, safety's number one. And Nick and Nick's over here, got to protect the baby. 100% right.
The baby, dude. It's like, what, isn't a pregnancy announced like 3 months in? No, like it would be, I don't know how far along she is.
See, I'm not even going to commentate. I don't know
either. I'm trying my best. We're looking like fools. All right. Put some clown noses.
MD.
If you could digitize some clown noses on us, that'd be great. But like, she surely hasn't been playing for 3 months knowing she's pregnant, right? So she's got to be like, what, a month in? It's like, you see the, I'm late. I got a test. Oh yeah, I'm pregnant. Boom, you're out. You don't play anymore, right? Yeah. Makes sense. Hey, did you come here for two guys to talk about pregnancy? Well, you're in the right place.
You don't know what we're talking about at all.
I don't. I'm married with no kids. You're basically married with no kids. So there we go. What a time.
Yep.
Ally Sentnor, welcome to Kansas City. God dang, we are hated. Let's break. Come back. Talk about another victory pod. Stay right there.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network.
Man, if there's one thing that's for sure, I am not tired of winning, amigo. All we do is win, win, win. No matter what. Hands go up, down, up, down, up, down. Great times. Great.
Oh,
It's insane, bro. We are 10 points clear of first place. That would mean that Washington or Orlando could only catch us in 4 games worth. We'd have to drop points. We'd have to lose 4 games. They'd have to win 4 games. This is just crazy. I don't even know. I've never been here before. Try to make me feel like, when people are like, act like you've been there before. I haven't. I don't know what to do. What do we do?
I mean, we could literally not play 3 games and still have a lead.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit about Utah coming up. They actually had a draw with Orlando.
I know.
Which was shocking as well.
Now we got to go play them this Friday. Ally Sentnor, any idea, any chance of you playing against your old team? Maybe. That's a fun story.
Doesn't that always seem to work out, though? You have a big player who gets traded, and they just always happen to play the team that they're leaving.
Oh, my God. She's going to fucking score or something. Gee. That is dramatic, bro. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this game before we get into the Utah game, okay? We played against Racing Louisville last week. Friday night, Amazon Prime. We were both a little nervous about it. We're like, I don't know, man. Louisville, they're cagey. They get things done. They can show up at the right time. And man, they fought us for a bit. It was a little nerve wracking. Very tough. You had DeMello in there. You had Lacho in there on our side. Top 3: Bia, Chewinga, Cooper. Easy peasy. Same old. Lowe and Hutton in the midfield. Ivory in goal, who's doing a fantastic job, by the way. My goodness, she got the No Other Pod rub and is having a hell of a time playing these matches, man. And then Izzy and Mace on the outside, Sharples and Ball in the middle, which was Ball's 100th NWSL appearance, correct?
Yep, sure was.
How cool is that?
And score.
How cool. Oh, spoiler. Oh, damn it. No, she did, dude. She did score on her freaking milestone of a game. It's amazing. And the goals were awesome. The goals were very sick, but it really did take a long way to get there. What were you as frustrated as I am watching this first half?
Honestly, this game kind of played out how I expected. I just knew it was going to be a gritty game playing away. Louisville Racing's no joke. Their record may not reflect it, but they're constantly in the game. They can claw back. I think they beat Orlando towards the tail end of the first half of the season. But I knew they'd play tough, man. They absolutely did.
They did. I will say it was kind of cool to have Lacho in there, dude. Lacho's fast. I was like, God dang, how'd she get over there? It was cool to watch her play. We had moments in the first half, like little sparks, doing our KC Current thing, getting good interceptions. But also we kind of made some bad passes too, and just gave it right back to them a couple times. Did you see that as well?
Yeah, going back to your Lacho comment, I mean, she played pretty well, but there was times when I thought she struggled to connect the passes across the levels of the field that would really kind of spring us into a quality attack. And I thought the first half of the team did that as well. Of course, it's the first game back from a long break. Everybody's rusty. When you look across the league, there wasn't too many high scoring games. It was all just trying to get back in the swing of things. So I think that was kind of what we all expected across the league in this first week back. In that first half, that's kind of how we looked. Like we just struggled to kind of break out of that funk.
I feel you. And dude, even people like Michelle Cooper had bad passes every now and then. I was like, ooh, that's uncharacteristic. That's wild. I did see a fun little stat though. The last 3 seasons, Louisville has at the halfway mark of the season, Louisville has always been 7th or 8th place in the league. They've always kind of been in that 2/3 margin of the standings. Not really making any progress there. They're just kind of middle of the road all the time.
Well, lucky for them, that's kind of the playoff bubble, right? You can kind of still make it in.
They sneak in every year somehow. It is what it is. But they I don't know, man. The first half was just kind of, I don't want to say boring, but yeah, it was kind of boring.
There wasn't many chances for both sides, but I will say there was one in the first half where Laurel made like two beautiful saves, like back to back, man.
That was phenomenal. The first wasn't really a save. I think it was more of a interception of a cross.
Right.
You know, she
But
kind of
she
laid
jumped
out.
and like, yeah, put herself
Laid out, had to get up real fast. Remember doing up downs and shit in gym? How fast can you get on the ground and get back up to your feet? That's what goalkeepers do all the time, bro. Up downs. Because she gets right back up and she's hoofing it over to the left side and has to lay out again because a shot's coming. Just insane. Superstar status, man. And she comes up looking angry. She's just like, yeah, that ball had no shot.
When I saw that, I was just thinking of the conversation we had with her about like just, caution to the wind. You just got to put yourself in that danger and just diving. Because I mean, she talked about the injury she had. I'm like, that's a perfect way to get kneed in the face.
That'll do it. And on that first dive, I'm not even sure she has to dive. I'm pretty sure Izzy's there for the clearance. It's just, but as a goalkeeper, dude, you trust your defenders, but you trust yourself more. And if you can make a play on the ball, you fucking do it, Yep. So, that was towards the end of the first half. I was like, God dang, this could have been 1-0. We could have been down 1-0 at the half. Wouldn't that have sucked? But no, the halftime whistle blows when we're about to throw the ball in. And I'm like, don't you have to wait to blow the whistle till the ball's in play? Like, Michelle Cooper's literally about to do it. And then the whistle comes. I was like, I don't know. Blew my mind. I was like, I don't understand referees anymore, man. I don't get it.
It was, when I was watching it in real time, I was like, it's a little odd. But I don't know what how much extra time. I can't remember off the top of my head if they're a little bit past that.
Yeah.
But
I will say I also saw that this match was their biggest crowd of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we are. Not only are we, being moved to Amazon Prime, being bumped up every network we can, but now teams are showing up again. I mean, we are that Yankees. We're that, that team that people are like, they're coming to town. I'm making sure I'm getting my ticket to go see, I wasn't going to say Chewinga and Company, but you could easily say Cooper and Company or Lowe or Dabinia,
Cheers. You could throw about 5 names out there.
Say Vlodko and Company.
Vlodko and the girls. Absolutely. What a band. But man, second half starts and we've got a little bit of a spark on us. I can kind of sense it. I had to catch the replay the next day, by the way. I was at a performance, but I was able to watch it in the morning and, Prime Video, dude, playing the replay. What a beautiful, beautiful replay it was. I just enjoyed the quality all around. But we had a little more, a little urgency in the second half. You could sense it. It's like, we're not giving up here, man. You had Haley Mace doing her thing, streaking down the sidelines, being an important part of this attack, which is just crazy. Claire Hutton taking shots outside the box like she does. I'm getting pretty tired of those going over the crossbar, but nice to know she has the confidence and the leg to do that,
Just one of them is going to land. Just keep it going.
It's coming, and it will. I just want to celebrate her so much. You know what I mean? Like, she does so much that's not getting on the stat sheet, really, that I just want to champion,
She plays the position that gets the least amount of recognition.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna, not many people are talking about the passing angles she's cutting off or just finding the right pass, just doing the simple things really, 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 really well. And she's not, she's getting the credit by being on the national team, but just not getting the credit overall that I think she deserves, in my opinion.
For sure. And this was, we did not escape this one easily, man. We didn't get out of here with 3 points super easily. Like they were putting balls into the box. They just didn't have anyone on the other end of them. There's some scary moments, ball rolling across goal and no one's there to put their goal in. It was scary stuff, but we finally break through in the 65th minute. And how many times you heard this? Michelle Cooper to Tim Wachowinga. Is it any? I mean, if I had a nickel, dude, I don't know. I feel like I'd almost have $1 by now. It's crazy.
It feels like the the Joe Montana to Jerry Rice connection, or the Mahomes to Kelsey connection. Like you just
the Tyreek Hill, even like
there you go.
Absolutely.
Like you just You
I
know
feel
that
like she kicks it. Michelle kicks it and it's just like Michelle's down there somewhere. Just like Tyreek was. You know what I mean?
in Michelle's crosses, from the outside and inside the box is just so chef's kiss. Like I can't get over it. It's one of, if somebody had like a finishing move, that's one of her, like she's so good at it. And I don't think that gets the recognition either.
It's like in a video game.
Yeah.
She has to like get her power bar up real fast to use her special move. And it's a pinpoint cross. And if Chewinga misses this, B is right there too, but there's also 2 defenders. And this starts with Mace kicking it over. Yeah, Mace gives it to Ball. Ball kicks it over to Claire. Claire centers it up for Chewinga. Chewinga drops it out to Lacho, who Lacho gives it to Michelle. And then at the moment Chewinga gave that ball to Lacho, Chewinga takes off. Like she's like, I know I'm getting this. Like this was planned. This ball's coming in the middle real soon. And it did, dude. And she's able to slide and get it home. And now she's extending her golden boot race. Her did Esther score this weekend?
She did not, and Banda did not either. So Chewinga
Chewinga's in second, right? 1 behind Esther.
Yep.
Gotta love that, dude. Personal accolades don't mean a whole lot. I get that, but man, it's cool. Like to even be in that conversation.
Not only did she have an incredible amount of goals last year, I think she has the most in the league. The chance that she can even win the Golden Boot again is just highly unusual and incredibly exciting.
And we ain't done, dude. Season's half over, and what's that give her? 9, 10 goals on the year? What is that?
9.
I mean, even if she scores another. So what I'd be like, assume she gets like 16 on the year. I don't know if that's enough to win Golden Boot. I think I'd like to see her push towards 20. I don't remember what it was when she won it last year. Do you, by chance?
21 or 22, I think.
Sweet Jesus. Well, that was an anomaly last year. That was pretty crazy. She kind of ran away with it. I'm watching this highlight over and over. If you guys haven't seen this, oh my God, do yourself a favor. Chewinga just ends up in the goal with the ball. It's just insanely athletic. And Michelle just is screaming like a banshee. Just
20.
Like celebration.
20 goals last year.
20 goals last year.
But this was kind of hard. I mean, like that ball was going so hard. She just had to make contact.
Just had to touch it. Been there, dude. All you got to do is touch it. And you might not even mean to score on some points. Like sometimes you might just mean to redirect it. And it happens that way,
Right. But that goes to show you the ball that Michelle gave too. Kind of in some traffic, right to Chewinga. Didn't have to do a whole lot. And man, beautiful thing to see.
Beautiful stuff. I could talk about this till I'm blue in the face, but Izzy Rodriguez, corner kicks always. Yes, please. Like Izzy is just she's really good at putting these on a platter for people, dude.
Yeah.
Even when it doesn't go in the goal, I'm like, that's pretty good ball. Look good.
And it was nice to see that Debinha came back in the 66th.
Yeah, obviously. Sure did.
Yeah.
Good reminder there. I for one was shocked that Debinha even traveled. I was like, I don't think we need to take her. I think we said this last week. I don't think it's necessary. And then I saw that she was on the bench when I saw the starting lineup. I was like, what the F? Like, they would not have traveled her if they don't have plans to put her in this game. So I at that point, you kind of assume you will see her. She will get some minutes, right?
Right.
Couple things about Izzy Rodriguez real quick. Earned her first cap back in June. What a time. Just over a month ago. Has 3 assists this year, which is tied for 6th in the league. And has appeared in some way in every match this season. It's fun little tidbits, man. Izzy is a good little player that we've locked up for a few years.
Absolute machine.
And, as we're talking about those 3 assists, well, you might as well make it 4, baby, because she gets this free kick, dude, way outside the box and drops it on a dime right onto the, what would you say, the back portion of Elizabeth Ball's head.
Yeah, and she kind of did a flick, too, like that. She did that on purpose. A little flick. Insane.
Absolutely insane. That 100% was shooting with the back of her head. At that point, you don't know if it's going to go in. You're just hoping. You're like, maybe someone makes a mistake and it goes. But the way she redirected it, put some velocity on that. goalkeeper was coming out, wasn't even back in the net to do nothing. No defenders are on the net. No defenders are like on the post or anything because it's not a corner kick. They're like, this is from way out there. How could we get scored on from way out there? Well, with Izzy Rodriguez behind the ball, yeah, it's going to happen. I'm so excited for Elizabeth too, man, getting a goal like this. She's a defender, bro.
Defender, 100th game, 100 appearance, and a goal on top of that, man, doesn't get much better for a defender.
I will tell you, Kayla Sharples took one hell of a shot there, by the way. I think she got kind of sandwiched by ball and a defender and just is like on the ground watching that ball go in the net. I was like, oof, it does not pay to be one of the big players, one of the big defenders, dude. You got to get dirty.
I'll tell you what, though, seeing the ball go in the back of the net for your team, though, makes everything feel so much better.
It's a great time. Those corner kicks can be rough, man. A lot of pushing,
Yeah.
Dude,
I got that.
Dude, when I pushed you on that corner kick, I'll never forget because you were on my team for fuck's sake. And I said, you got up asking for a foul from the ref. And I was like, shut up. It's not a foul. I said, you're not going to get a foul. It was your own teammate that pushed you. Don't stop talking about it. Because you were like adamant. You were like, what the heck?
Well, I was pushed.
Yeah, no,
I just didn't know who pushed me.
I shut you up real fast. I'm like,
yeah.
No, he's not going to give it to you. Don't do it. And dude, I had a guy, quick side note, I had a guy come to the show the other night who comes up to me and said, hey, I went to high school with your dad, played high school basketball with him. And we talked for a little bit and he tells me this story. He's like, man, like your dad was a great hooper. I was like, oh, I know him, man. He had a good shot. And he goes, we were playing our rivals. I can't remember the team name. And I knew they were at Topeka High. And he goes, this guy had like a runaway. Like I got the ball stolen and I was chasing him down and I like bumped him when he was in the air and your dad just like pushed him to the ground. And I was like, I'm sensing a trend.
That's where it started. So I can blame your dad.
Yes, I get it where it came from. And I was like, Jesus, did you guys get thrown out of the game? And he goes, I actually did get thrown out of the game. I was like, holy shit. So what a fun engagement that was.
That's great.
But dude, now you're up 2-0 in this KC Current game, and it feels right back where we belong.
Momentum. We had momentum for the entire second half.
Yep. Had another pretty harsh shot on goal right outside the box towards the end. It was right at the goalkeeper, but it was a pretty hard shot.
Low blast.
Is that low?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. And just 5 minutes of stoppage time. Boom. Game over. 2-0 on the road. We just keep winning, bro. No draws. No more losses. I don't see why we can't keep this going. Because now you look ahead to this Friday and you got to go to Utah. You remain on the road. I believe we come back home next weekend, but we're on the road again this week. And there should be no reason we can't get this job done at Utah, man. No reason, especially since we just took your favorite player. We took your favorite daughter out of Utah, man. Like she's ours now. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, they're bad, man. They're last in the league. They have 6 points. We got 36. They're, they got their negative 18 in goal difference. They are not good at all. They got nothing to lose though. They got nothing to lose. They're going to not want to be embarrassed by Kansas City, especially if Ally plays.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty much at the bottom of every kind of statistical category.
We didn't mention real quick, by the way, Debinha made her 150th career appearance, who is the first Brazilian in NWSL to do that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw that. But yeah, Utah's at the bottom. I think there's no way we can't get out of there with the victory. Like, come on. If something goes wrong here, it's got to be catastrophic. It's got to be like a total lapse in mindset or fitness or something. Like there can't be any reason we don't torch these Utah ladies, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious what our first matchup with that score was, but I remember it was bad because I remember Del Favo running, huffing and puffing, trying to chase Chewinga, and it was 4-1 or something. I have to go back and look, but I mean, there's no reason we should not win this game.
No, not at all.
3-0. Sorry, it's 3-0 in March.
Crazy. We're just too good. We're too good, and we got to just keep this going. We're in the downward spiral of our season. I got to read Chip's little write-up real quick. I think that's a good time for it, yeah? So our buddy Chip, if you're new to this pod, he does a little write-up for us every now and then with some stats that we may have missed as we've been talking. Some things we might have already talked about. But Chip is very insightful on what he says here. So need some theme music here. I don't know. I got nothing for him. He says, welcome to the Thunderdome. Fight for our amusement. We're KC Current, and the top is pretty freaking lonely up here. Let's do this. The Current have pulled off another win to extend their lead on first place, but Chip is writing this on Sunday morning while guzzling coffee, so Orlando hasn't played the Royals yet today. So, yeah, things are going pretty well for us. But you know what? We'll take Ally Sentnor, too, for a record $600,000 transfer. But come on, it feels like we should be taking everyone's lunch money, too. Enough of this, though. Let's talk about Louisville. The Current came through with another good lineup, albeit a different formation at a 4-4-2. Good catch, Chip. We got to see more Lacho Marta minutes, an Elizabeth Ball goal, her first of the season, and Ivory in goal. The Current had a total of 16 shots, 6 on target, which feels about right for the high-powered offense we bring to the table. This resulted in a 1.7 XG, so definitely good to see us outperforming at that. At the same time, looking at the individual shots we have, only 2 shots all game were higher than 0.07 XG, both of them being the goals. Chewinga with 0.87 XG and Ball with 0.22. That makes sense when you score with the back of your head. For example, the other 4 shots on target only brought in a total of 0.17 XG. So even though the opportunities were there and we were able to take rips on goal, there wasn't a ton of threatening action when we were around the net. At the same time, 59% possession will absolutely give you an edge and keep Louisville on their toes. I'm definitely glad we could bring it to Louisville, especially with them previously having won 3 of their last 5. They're entering the back half of the season in good form. Agreed. We were worried. But a big old welcome to Ally Sentnor, 2024 U.S. Young Female Player of the Year. Ally comes in with 1 goal and 1 assist on the year with the Royals, but keep in mind that Utah has only scored 11 on the entire season, so she's had a considerable impact given the spread. She's also had the 3rd most minutes of any Royals player this season, only behind Kate Delfava and Amanda McGlynn, their goalkeeper. Seeing Ally play for the USWNT in both the U20 and the top team, she could really come out and shine getting some minutes for the Current, especially with the struggles that Utah has faced this year with a 1-2-10 record. Coming to a team that's 12-0-2 can really highlight her strengths. I'm excited, and seeing her and Claire Hutton together makes me happy. Things are going well for the Current, but let's see who we play next. Oh, the Royals. The Utah Royals are currently bottom of the table with their 5 points on the season and 0.2 points per game in their last 5 matches. This is compared to KC Current's 36 points on the season and literally perfect 3 points per game in their last 5, winning their last 7 straight. Utah holds the worst record in the league for goals conceded per game while at home at 2.5, and the Current come in with the 4th highest goals scored per game while away at 1.75. But overall, the ladies are in great form. The Current are breaking records and holding on to the top of the league stats. Right now, KC Current has the highest goals scored per game while at home, 2.83. The lowest goals allowed per game while at home, 0.67. The highest goal differential per game while at home, 2.17. And the highest goal differential per game while away at 1. There ain't no party like a KC party because a KC party don't stop. Chip, thank you.
Well done.
Dude, it's a
Well
great...
done.
I want Ally Sentnor to go in and say, hey, sorry, and not celebrate. I want the score and just be like, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm good to see you guys. All right. Thanks for coming out.
Just all humble.
I mean,
Thanks for making the time. Thanks for making the time to come out. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for paying the money. It's got to suck, though. I mean, as a fan of that team, it's got to be like, oh, boy, we are going to see Ally Sentnor score on us, aren't we? Like that's... And as sporting fans, you and me, we saw Johnny Russell come score on us, so that wasn't much fun either.
We also have that little bit of connection that, Kansas FC KC went to Utah.
Well, yeah, it is quite the big sister, little sister connection there. And then we took the team back, and now they got a different team.
Right.
It's a whole thing.
So they're a good fan base. I mean, obviously, I wish them well. This is not, I think, what they, had in mind or deserve. But, yeah, man, Chip's right. It gave me more confidence than what I was coming into today with. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, we should definitely win this game. We're healthy. Just keep it.
We should. Some shots around the league real quick. Missed opportunity here. Gotham drew with Chicago, who's not very good. So that missed opportunity and Chicago dropped a place there. Well, didn't drop. They had an opportunity to jump up to be tied with Portland and did not get it done. Seattle won at home against Angel City. North Carolina, San Diego had a draw, a scoreless draw. Not very fun. Bay and Houston, 2-2 draw. Washington beat Portland. That was kind of our game of the week situation. But we did not have Utah drawing Orlando on the road. That was not in the plans. So,
I did not see that coming. And
maybe a little, that could make Utah feel good, man. Hey, if we can do this against Orlando, they're a good team. We can do this against Kansas City. So
they did it with Ally. They did it with Ally, because she was held back because of the trade, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and then Washington, Trinity Rodman came on and scored.
Yeah.
So, that was there at the very end. It was almost a draw between the two teams.
Yeah, now you've got a real big fight for second place here, kind of between second to fifth almost, with Orlando, Washington, San Diego, and Seattle all between 24 and 26 points. So that's a neat little race to see what's going on. You don't get nothing for coming in second. You're just the first loser. But that's our only competition right there, man. We just keep going and looking ahead towards this week. Are there any games that are interesting to you?
Yeah, outside of ours, obviously, I got 3. Gotham and Washington is going to be a pretty good game.
Gotham's going to want to bounce back, and that's on ESPN, man. That's big ESPN.
Yeah. A draw there could give us a little more breathing room. And then we have Racing and Orlando. We just, talked about Racing. They're still a good team, and Orlando's not playing like they were last year.
They're stumbling.
They're stumbling a little bit, so that could give us a little more breathing room if Racing gets a result. And then San Diego and Angel City. Angel City's pretty, they're pretty tough and gritty, so they could easily get a draw.
Well, then you also got to show, Portland and Seattle closing out the day on Sunday. That's always kind of a rivalry. I think Portland and Seattle in general have rivalries with things. So
you don't want to look
thing.
Yeah, you don't want to look past. I feel like sometimes we look past the rain a little bit, but they're in 4th place, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, they're not. They are in 5th. I apologize. But still in there.
And if we, so getting the job done this weekend, we look ahead to, I hate to look ahead too much. We got Orlando coming to town next Saturday, man. It's going to be a good one getting back home. So I'm excited to have this one last away game. I believe it's 9:00 on Prime Video. So
if we can pull off, a win against Utah and a win against Orlando, at that point we'll have a 13-point lead. Around 10 to 13-point lead with 10 games left. That's big time. That's hard to come back from for any other team.
It really is. We're not putting on the brakes anytime soon. If you know this team and these players, they were probably so upset to go into halftime against Louisville 0-0. Like, what are we doing? We should have 3 goals already. Don't you know what we do? So, but we'll see how it goes this weekend. I'm excited. Friday night, 9:00. Anything else to talk about?
No, it's hard to really preview Utah because they're just not a good team, man. Nobody on the team has more than 1 assist,
No, they bad. It is what it is. And, that's why
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean, just the reality.
It's the reality. I think if you talk to anybody from there, they're going to be like, yeah, we suck. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see old friend Kate Tofava, who's playing down there. So, and maybe we'll get an Ally Sentnor sighting. Maybe we'll get more Dabinia playing time. Could be a bloodbath, y'all. I'm excited. Get pumped. So, cool. Well, that's it for us. We're going to take off. Kind of hopefully another victory pod next week. If you could, it's been a while. We haven't gotten a review in a long time, bro. If you guys want to go tell us very nice things about us on our podcast feed on Apple Pod, that'd be great. Spotify ratings too. Help people find the pod. Tell your friends. Hey, I know these 2 handsome guys that do a pod about women's soccer. They're great. Sometimes funny, sometimes cringy. It is what it is. Hit us up on socials at NorthernPod, at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21. You can email us, northernpod@gmail.com, if you have questions, comments, things you want us to talk about. Until then, we'll see you next week. He's Chris. I'm Daniel. We love you. See ya.